So after a few scuffles back there, I now have myself quite a few materials, and what you want to do is you want to find rum. Rum is the most important thing in this game, believe it or not, because rum can be sold at the Harbour Master for a lot of reals, and reals are obviously currency in this game, and there is no way to grind it. You can't really grind it easily like you could in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood and Revelations, where you just sort of do nothing and just wait for it to happen, and then eventually you'll just get loads of it. In this game, much like Assassin's Creed 3, you kind of have to earn it. You have to do a bit before you can get it. And what you have to do in this game is go boarding ships and, you know, all that guff. So you want to look for ships with rum on it, because rum, of course, sells for a very high price. And once you have maxed out your cargo of rum, you just go to a Harbour Master, sell it, you'll have like 20,000 reals, probably more, and then you just go out and do it again. And obviously, once you upgrade your cargo hold, you can actually hold more, of course, so you can have loads more rum in there, and obviously, it makes things far easier when it comes to, I'm not going to say real grinding, because it's, I guess you could, because all you got to do is go out there, you know, board a few ships, come back, you know, it's a bit grindy, but I suppose you wouldn't really have to do that. Just, you know, board ships. It's enjoyable. You know what I mean? It's not boring. You can just sail around and board as many ships as you like, and maybe you'll get a lot of rum, maybe you won't. Anyway then, let's go sail to Salt Key, was it? And buy ourselves that intermediate hull. I think that's what it was. And once we buy that, we'll actually have an increased defense on our ship, and that will make it far easier for us to take a few more hits than normal. And unfortunately, we will be taking a lot of hits because it's very difficult to avoid being fired upon in this game. And I will try and fight the legendary ships, but it's going to take a lot of time because obviously I'm going to need to level up the Jackdaw quite heavily.
¿Qué le trae por aquí, capitán?
Wow, 100%. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Anyway, that was a fairly decent one. You know, I liked it, but I don't know. I actually just prefer sailing around. You know, sometimes I just don't want to do any missions. I just want to sail.
Not a bad take today. Keep this up and Nassau will be the first city where men and women may live as God made them. Easy and free. All it takes is a few drops of blood, sweat, and a swatch of cloth.
We fly no colours out here. Praise the lack of them. So let the black flag signal nothing but your allegiance to man's natural freedoms. This one's yours. Fly it proud.
I will.
A hand over the docket I lent you. If we're to keep our republic afloat, we'll need guns as well as gold.
That means attacking the Navy.
So long as they're flying King Philip's colours will not offend our own monarch. As you've likely seen, the number of merchants roving these waters is 70 the number of military ships.
Aye, easy purchase, but in small doses.
Right. So to lure the Navy out of hiding, it's best to cause a bit of mischief.
Catch a few small fish to attract the big ones.
Oh my god, the spyglass. Again, what are you doing to me?
Sail ho! Military class brig on the horizon!
Good eye, man. Are you ready for this, Kenway? She won't go down without an honest fight.
Who's up for taking that brig, lads? Shout aye! Aye! That's a sound I like to hear. Pipe to quarters! All hands to cannons!
Careful around the Navy. They're as likely to ram you as fire a broadside.
Let's test those powder barrels against them, shall we?
Aye, good thinking.
Okay, so this is of course a brig, and brigs have a ram on the front. So if you do get yourself into a bit of a pickle, what is with this camera, then you will actually get rammed from it, and that can deal a lot of damage. So you're best off just trying to slow it down with the chain shot here. Unfortunately, I have like no chain shot, as you can see, basically useless. I'm going to try and ram into the back of it, see if I can do any damage. Boom! I don't actually have a ram right now. I have a little bit of a thing on the front, but it's not a ram, so obviously it's not going to do much, and it's going to damage me. But it'll do something, you know what I mean? It'll do a little bit. And yeah, they are going to try and ram us. As you can see, they do have a naval ram there. Very dangerous. You want to avoid that. Of course, we're going to get shot here, so make sure you brace and try and swivel around them so you don't get hit by the ram. The ram is the worst thing when you're fighting against brigs. Late game, not so much, but early game, yeah, you're going to have a very bad time when it comes to fighting brigs. Because if you don't focus, if you're just like, you know, sailing around, then of course you're just going to get wrecked. They're going to walk up to you. I say walk. They're going to sail around, look at you like this. I need to start moving now, otherwise, oh my god, there's a fucking sand dune there. Jeez, look at that! My god! That's a sandbar, isn't it? Not sand dune. What the fuck am I talking about? Anyway, yes, let's just try and shoot them out then. Only should take a few more shots, and it should be relatively easy. And also remember to use your swivels, because of course you just have to hold triangle and then wait, and then once the swivel hits, of course it's very easy to do a lot of damage. And sometimes some like powder stores will open up and you can shoot those for loads of damage. You could also use the fire barrels, but to be honest, they're only really effective if people sail into them, and you can only really do that if people are trying to like get up behind you, which not many people are going to do that. It's useful against smaller ships because it kills them in one hit, but other than that, not so much.
Over the top, lads! Kick him in the hands! Give him a taste of British steel!
So once again, we're just going to use the swivel guns, and of course if you want to shoot the powder barrels over there, they will actually explode, and usually they'll kill a lot of people. And if I do run out of bullets, of course, I can just board the ship, and this is where the game gets really fun. Well, I say that, I mean, we kind of boarded really quick and we beat it very fast, but once we get to larger ships, boarding is a lot of fun. So all I've got to do now is try and find myself a ship that is containing a lot of metal. So let's just try and find one. Rum and sugar, not so good. Yeah, this could take a little while, I feel, considering that the sea is quite large. Well, I have found a brig that is containing quite the amount of metal. However, it is surrounded by two other ships, and there is a third here. And this one isn't containing any. But it does have some rum and some sugar, which... money making right there. Oh, I'm tempted, but I'll do that on my own time, of course. Anyway, I've got to try and get this brig here. It's level 17. I think once the levels are white, they're at the same level as you, which means you'll have a, like, 50-50 chance of beating the thing. Yeah, it's, well, I say 50-50. I mean, if they ram you twice, you're pretty much done. If they ram you once, you're probably going to panic, so be careful of that, of course. Try and stay calm, even under, like, all the pressure. I know it's difficult, but you're going to have to do it, because if you get really low, you'll start thinking that, oh, maybe I'm going to fail this, and the likelihood is you probably are, because unlike Assassin's Creed 3, you can't just brace every single thing. You'll just get smashed, and that's the truth of it. Anyway, let's go fight this brig then, and fortunately, they're not even looking at us, and they are sailing away, which could make things easier. I say that, they're probably going to try and get into a position where they can turn on us, and they are making it a very difficult battle here, because they are turning it like 4 against 1. Here we go, I'm going to get rammed, of course, fantastic. Which one is the weakest here? There's actually one with 2 health bars there. This one has too many. Okay, well, this is going to get tricky. I wonder if I can get a collateral. Yeah, a little bit of collateral there. Awesome. We're going to have to brace this, of course. There we go. I believe Hornagol just got smashed a bit there. Who cares about him? Anyway, we're going to just try and take on the ships here. It's very simple. You just got to be very, very careful, because our health right now and our defenses aren't really that good. He's getting in a position to ram me. Not so good. Try and take him out before he does that, of course. Here we go. Fantastic. And this guy is dropping down fucking barrels on me. Hopefully I don't sail right into them, of course. And the fire barrels would actually be fairly useful against that little guy over there, because of course he might sail into them by accident because he's very quick. So of course the problem is they're quick and maneuverable. However, if you stick one right down in front of them, there is a chance they'll just sail right into it. Also, you can't shoot through the sea itself, of course. You can't shoot through water, so be careful of that. Try and get a bit of an arc. What is this guy doing? I have no idea. I don't want to shoot the ship that's already like downed and ready to be boarded, because if I do, then it will sink and I won't get as much cargo out of it. You want to make sure that the ship... Oh my god! Like, I didn't actually ram it very well there. But you want to make sure the ship isn't destroyed, because that means you get diminished cargo, of course. Anyway, let's just take out these guys. Only 5 guys to kill. And I could probably do it blind as well. That's the thing about shooting a lot. The fact that there is a lot of smoke and you can't really see too much. So, once we have a lot of notoriety, as you can see up there, top left, those little swords that are crossed, that is notoriety in this game. And we have to try and lure out a hunter's ship for the full sink, which no doubt is just going to happen anyway. Also, I don't want to sail too far away from the ship I currently hit there, although... Yeah, I don't want to do that, because I was going to say maybe this guy has some metal on him. And no, the metal is, of course, what we need to get here, because that is the mission. This isn't just us sailing around for the fun of it. Also, we are definitely... yes, we are going to get rammed. Okay, brace. Bracing is important. If you don't do that, you're going to get killed. Actually killed. It's happened to me so many times where a ship has just gone right into the back of me, and holy fuck, it's incredible. Anyway, let's try and get onto this ship and take all its guff. I don't really know what it has on it. Was it like sugar and rum, was it? Which is good for selling later on, but right now it isn't going to be too useful, considering you can't really hold too much, so we're not going to get that much out of it. Also, the swivel gun is a little bit hard to aim, so don't really feel too bad if you fuck everything up. And it has a weird sort of like splash to it. You can like hit the floor next to someone and they won't die, and you can do it again and sometimes they'll just explode into a million pieces and die. It's like, well, surely that should work all the time, but no, sometimes they explode like a lot and sometimes they don't explode at all. Anyway, big guys here. You can just press X and then chop them in the back like that. You can do the same for like little guys as well if you felt like it. Big guys like this, like captains, you have to take them out. Just drop them to the floor. You don't have to. You can just press X once you've kicked them in the balls, but like I say, I like to make it easy for myself. Although if you are surrounded, I wouldn't really recommend doing that, just because people can attack you from behind, and during that time that, you know, the captain might have got up and walked away by then. You know, it's just one of those things. Anyway, that other ship over there should be ready for us to board it, so let's just turn around real fast and go and board the ship. Is that the other ship from beforehand? Yes, and it does have some metal on it, which, to be honest, I'm not going to bother going for that. I will do a lot of like shipboarding in my own time, but right now I'm not really bothered about it just yet, because we don't really have a good Jackdaw. The Jackdaw right now is pretty damn simple. 2 chain shots, 4 cannons each side. Well, 3 cannons each side, I should say, because there's some at the front there, but I guess, yeah, I don't know. They're not really that useful, considering the fact that, you know, 3 cannons aside, that's not a lot of cannonballs, is it? I guess there are going to be some like below deck, but either way, it's pretty damn shit. Also, I just managed to kill the captain with the swivel gun there. That's pretty impressive. I think if you kill the captain, the morale should lower, but I don't think that works in this game. Oh, that'd be really cool though. Anyway, let's just kill a guy and then be on our way.
That was a rumble, by God. How do we fare?
A fine purchase, no mistake. Now I think it's time to lay low and bribe our way back into secrecy.
Agreed. So, how do we get rid of this notoriety we've stirred up?
Money, my boy. A well-placed bribe to the right government official will see the military off your tail.
Right, let's do that. I'll need to meet these good Samaritans at some point.
Smart thinking.
we now have a hunter on our ass, which is very, very fun. I like to have loads of hunters on me. Also, guys, can we just stop singing for a second? We're in a bit of a pickle here. Anyway, please don't crash into me, brig, please. Thank you. I like how they turn. Because they are military, of course, and they might see us as pirates, but... Oh, God, have I got loads of people on me as well now? Oh, we can use our fire barrels here. If we're quick, there we go. Awesome. I think fire barrels should set them on fire, but that doesn't actually happen. I'd like to have a actual pirate game, an actual sailing game where, you know, things reacted realistically. Like if I was to shoot fire at someone, they should set on fire, you know, their sails should start to diminish over time. You know what I mean? I'd like things like that. However, in this game, health remains the same regardless. You know, I could set them on fire like this. Oh god, I need to brace.
Good shot, the crippler!
Holy shit, it just missed me. Fire barrels, quick! Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Yeah, I don't really use fire barrels too much, considering they are... I'm not going to say useless, but they're pretty useless, yeah, whatever. They are not very good, they don't really do too much. They're very situational. If someone's behind you, yeah, why not? But to be honest, it's very rare that someone would ever get up behind you like that. Anyway, the full sync here is to actually... Holy shit, what is that? That's just a brig. Wow, it looked bigger from the front. Holy shit. Anyway, yeah, the full sync is to get a hunter, and we did manage to get a hunter. Awesome. And the way you do that is you just take on a lot of ships, and of course, people will come after you. What I'm going to do is I'm not going to go for this this hunter just yet. Actually, no, I'm not going to do it just yet, because we are going to repair the Jackdaw, so if I do take a lot of damage, I can actually just get it all repaired straight up, rather than repairing myself, then taking more damage, potentially, and then, like, not have enough... Oh, shit. I keep running into this. I say running all the time, don't I? I'm not running, I'm actually sailing a ship. Oh, dear. Anyway, let's try and take on this big-ass brig over here. Should be simple. We've done it many times now. It's just taking so long just to do anything. You see, it's very minimal damage. The fucking swivel guns are doing more. Oh, my God, we're going to get rammed here. I need to brace at the right time. Or just go straight into the side of a rock, of course. And as you can see, I'm very glad that I didn't repair the Jackdaw, because now I can actually repair the Jackdaw to full. Oh, amazing. And now to go and decrease our notoriety at Salt Key, of course. Anyway, I'm going to quickly board these ships and then sail on to Salt Key. Well, whilst I'm sailing there, I might as well just point out the fact that you can command your crew to start singing a little song, and you can actually get quite a few songs by collecting the shanties. Shanties are little just pieces of paper that you can collect. They are coded exactly the same way as the almanac pages from Assassin's Creed 3, of course. They do use a lot of assets from the other games, of course, just like how I say that the pirates are coded the exact same way as the thieves from Assassin's Creed 2. Like I say, I'm not one for coding. I'm not the, you know, the guy who talk about this kind of shit. But when I see it, I just know. You know what I mean? I know they function the same way as the characters from other Assassin's Creed games, which does make sense. It's very thematically correct. I like that. I'm not going to say it's lazy, because it's not. You know what I mean? Why not use the same code for people who are very similar, you know? What's the point in writing new code? You know what I mean? So I think people get a little bit too hopped up on that kind of thing, because I saw a lot of forum posts back in the day about, oh, Assassin's Creed, it's the same game every time, they even use the same code for half of the shit. It's like, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Of course you want to make it easier for yourself. Christ almighty, come on guys.
You need to vanish, friend? Right, now let me work my magic.
Well, that was fast. Anyway, let's go and buy some broadside cannons. Weirdly enough, I have to do that from my captain's cabin. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but also in here we can change our outfit. Well, we can change our outfit if we've bought any, of course. Alright, so now we're in the captain's cabin. I am going to go look over here, and this will be the equipment. Now we can change our sword sets, pistol sets, and outfits. Now, I really dislike the way they are displayed in this game. As you can see, you know, it's just a frontal look. That's like a sort of sideways on, you know what I mean? They just sort of have different poses and all that. Altair ibn al-Ahad, of course. Ezio Auditore's robes, they always do Brotherhood robes. I don't know why. Ubisoft, why do you do this? Is it because Brotherhood sold the best? I don't know. Anyway, Connor's outfit, of course. Connor Kenway is, of course, I guess he'd be the grandson of Edward Kenway, of course. Anyway, brown cloak, which you can't really tell what this does. That's the problem with this thing. I'd like a fully 3D model that just stands there and you can rotate it just to see what it looks like. Or maybe like a sort of try-on type thing where you maybe put the outfit on and have a little run around. You know what I mean? Like in the sort of weird animus type area, just to see if you like the clothing, because a lot of the times I don't. The brown cloak is okay. The pirate cloak, look at that. I thought the pirate cloak, given what it looks like here, would be like a shoulder cape and like a, you know, pirate like skull and crossbones on it, but no, the pirate cloak is actually all the way down to the floor at your back, and it's just got like a skull and crossbones on it. Doesn't really look like what it's showing here. And all the cloak is just a cloak on top of your original clothing. Not really too much there, you know what I mean? It's just a cloak. Same goes for the brown cloak, and same goes for the crimson cloak. Like that, looks like it's just a shoulder cape, you know what I mean? So it's just a bit of an accent on top of you. When no, it's really not. Anyway, privateer outfit is something that I'd like, but I think I'm going to go for the captain outfit later on, because it is black and red, and as we know, black and red, the colour of the master assassin. You can go for some other things, like if you manage to unlock them. I think I've actually unlocked quite a few of them. You can actually, like, you know, go and find some shit, and I'm not going to look at all of them. Well, I'll show you all of them, of course, like the Mayan outfit, the hunter outfit. I'm going to show them all, but I'm probably not going to get half of them. Maybe I'll get the Mayan outfit, because it does allow you to deflect bullets. Like, occasionally people will shoot at you, and there is the chance that the bullet will just veer off and not hit you. Pretty cool. It functions the same way as the ring in Assassin's Creed 3, which I feel the ring was actually a little bit better, considering you didn't have to change your clothes to have it on. But I guess it looks cool. Did look a lot cooler with a hood on though, I think. And the same goes for the Templar outfit, I feel. If it had a hood, it would look so much cooler. But for now, we're just going to wear our regular old Edward Kenway's robes. Alright, so I suppose I've just got to go buy, like, the cannons, was it? I don't remember. Oh my god. I spent so long in there, I don't even know anymore. Yes, it was broadside cannons, and all I'm going to do is spend 70 metal and no reals. I guess it's because at this point in time, they don't really expect you to have any reals, and they're just trying to make it easy for you. And yeah, you have to progress through the story to actually unlock more cannons and more everything. Also, once you get to the very end of it, I was trying to mention this earlier, but you do actually need to have a plan. You need to find the blueprints to actually unlock the elite set of everything. The elite hull armor, the elite chase cannon. Actually, no, that's wrong. I don't have to do that. No, that's fine. Elite ram strength, I think. Yeah, elite ram, you do need to have the plan for that. There's a lot of things you need to have the plans for just to get the upgrade, which they can be found, like, just scattered around and, you know, various places. And you will get a map that tells you where they are, so don't really worry about it. I think, actually, I might have all the maps. Let's have a look, shall we? Well, after the little cutscene, of course.
You're a wonder, Kenway. You've a knack for this kind of work.
It ain't work if you love it.
Sarge.
But I ain't doing this forever, lads. Only until I get enough coin to buy some land and influence back home.
Jesus, will you listen to your tripe? Still dreaming on about that strumpet back in England when you could have any better you wanted here and now.
Ah, such lofty goals for you gents. And here I thought I was in the company of scoundrels. Fine purchase today. What's the crew's mood?
All smiles and no teeth. And there's a few talking about meeting with Master Kid to steal from a nearby plantation.
Plantation? It's ambitious.
Profitable too, if we can manage it.
Aye. It's a good idea.
Raise the black flag. 100% sink, boy! Yeah, that's pretty damn good. I did like that. I enjoy doing that because, of course, that is just sailing and shooting ships. What's not to love? But the problem is, the Jackdaw is pretty shit, so it does make things very difficult. Anyway, I believe you have to go and find Master Kid, or I believe it's James Kidd in this, and there's something a bit strange about Kid, don't you think? You know, the one with the bandana and the very feminine voice. I don't know. Maybe just something seems a little bit off about them. Not quite sure myself. Anyway, Captain Kidd was mentioned in Assassin's Creed 3. It might have been this Captain Kidd. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, Captain Kidd was mentioned, and you do have to find Captain Kidd's treasure, and I believe that treasure was actually the ring in Assassin's Creed 3 that let you deflect bullets. Of course. Anyway, we're going to enter some very dangerous waters here. However, I just want to get to the fucking location. Actually, where is it? Where the hell is it? Oh my god, I pressed L2 by accident. Well, it's just directly ahead, so I'll sail there and I'll meet you there.